Welcome to this week's Flash Flood News video podcast coming to you live from Calvert County, Maryland. This week's topic for our new drivers is flooding. Later in our video podcast, we will hear from a group of students from Windy Hill Middle School who created a video game to warn young drivers for the risk of flooded roads. How does flash flooding impact Calvert County drivers?
Our roads in North Beach have mostly recently been impacted by flash flooding in July 2018. According to the Southern Maryland Chronicle, the pump located in Chesapeake Beach Avenue that normally runs for 13 hours on a typical Friday through Sunday timeframe ran for 63 hours to pump out the rain and water that is in the area.
How do young drivers know the roads they can drive through?
A word of caution from the Maryland Driver's Manual is to lower your speed in response to wet roads.
But flash flooding is different than puddles produced by a rainstorm. Flash flooding can occur minutes to hours of a heavy rainstorm.
How does flooding affect vehicles?
According to FEMA, 6 inches of water will reach the bottom of most passenger cars, causing loss of control and potential stalling. A foot of water will float many vehicles. 2 feet of rushing water will carry away most vehicles, including SUVs and pickups.
In the article, In Flash Flooding, Your Vehicle Can Be Your Biggest Danger, by John Ederman, an average of 75 people have died in the U.S. from flash floods each year from 2004 to 2013, according to the National Weather Service.
The article continues to compare the steering wheel to floodwater. Once your vehicle is floating, the floodwater becomes your steering wheel. If that water is moving, your vehicle could be swept away, tipped on a side, or flipped. Rising water can enter your vehicle in a matter of minutes, even seconds.
It is important to know if there are any barriers, do not drive around them. The slogan, "Turn around, don't drown," helps remind drivers of the force and power of water.
A group of students at Windy Hill Middle School, the Fantastic Floods, created a video game, Flood Escape, to help remind young drivers to not drive through flooded waters. This game has 5 levels. Within each level of play, gamers will find the safe route and avoid water that is dangerous to your vehicle.
Since kids enjoy playing video games, the more kids that play Flood Escape on scratch.mit.edu, the more kids will be reminded of the dangers of flooded roads and will be reminded to turn around, don't drown.
It seems like this game is the perfect vehicle to remind young drivers of the dangers of flooded roadways.
This concludes our Flash Flood News video broadcast from Calvert County, Maryland. Remember, turn around, don't drown. And go to scratch.mit.edu to play Flood Escape. And thank you to the Fantastic Floods for this creative idea to prepare and warn young drivers of the risks of flooded roads.